We need some theme music.
That's it. We are
I can
live
play some
today,
my guitar.
Tuesday, 28th of August 2018. So far on the panel is Flat Earth Dude, our Patricia, and the Horry Sheep Show. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Karen.
So
Hello.
I put in the chat room about you having
Patricia.
a shave.
Oh,
It was great class then.
Horry.
I'm sorry if it
You,
took too long to shave everybody, but those things are necessary.
you look good, man. You look good. You're looking sharp.
I try.
I love the car. Love the car, man. Car looks shiny. Awesome.
Like shiny marble going past you right
It's a beautiful night up here in space. The sun is turning everything purple at the time.
Purple.
Being
It's a
wet.
purple skies.
There's a purple haze going around the car as
Purple
I'm
haze
approaching.
up all in my brain.
Maybe I'm just tripping because that sure doesn't look like a planet to me. Maybe it's something in the space dust. You never know what's going to be
It
behind you. The
looks a little
background,
It looks a little Jupiter-ish.
it looks a little Jupiter-y.
Jupiter-ish. It's got the kind of like those.
I had to throw a marble in there because when I stuck it in just to see, it was just too funny. So I just put it in there. I left it in there. But I have a lot of talking points in the background, like that bubble that went by.
It's a shout out to D Marble.
Yeah. I should put D Marble sitting on it or something as he comes by. It'd be funny.
That would be funny. With his van. You get his van going by there.
Oh yeah. Dude, I gotta get him in his van, looking out the window and like waving. Freaking epic.
That would be epic. He'll appreciate that. He's got a good sense of humor.
Oh yeah, I can ask him. He's on my Skype and be like, "Yo, can you give me a picture?" he'll probably whip it over in a few days.
He'll probably take one, actually sticking his head out the window.
He might even just set up his tripod to do it. Like,
that's so funny. So how you, Karen? You okay? You good?
I am fine. I'm saying hello.
You had a holiday. Yeah, was it a holiday yesterday? Yeah.
We had a bank holiday yesterday, so Sun and Moon went on. Yeah.
Excellent.
But we're back fresh today.
Fresh and flat. Fresh and flat, everybody.
So Horry, I saw you last night airing your flat smacking.
Airing my flat smacking? It sounds very disgusting.
What were you doing?
What was I doing on air? Airing flat smack? No, so I get on. I get on chat roulette, and I see a lot. I see a lot of people airing, smacking something on chat roulette. But here's what I've been doing is actually pretty interesting. It's fun. It's fun as hell to watch. Anybody who's a flat earther or just likes, I don't know, mild entertainment, I guess. But I've been getting on chat roulette, which is just a random place where, I don't know, if you want to chat with somebody on your webcam, you can go there, you hit a button, it's going to spit out a random person for you to chat with. Mostly people just playing with their junk on camera. I'm like 20, 30 guys I have to skip, or that skip me finally before I meet somebody that wants to talk, right?
You're braver than I am, man.
I have to brave a lot of man junk before I can plant some flat earth seeds. And but when I do, generally I get left with like the really curious, like cool, fun people, or just the girls, because a lot of the girls and the women on there don't want to just see junk. A lot of them actually do, because they skip me so fast. But I got boob smacked the other day. It was hilarious. One was really liking the Tesla and wanted to show me her boobs, and I was like, okay. And I think I turned about as red as the Tesla. It was, I think, video 8.
Okay.
I was just like, what do I do with this? Like,
I can't really stop you.
I can't stop you. You know, it was hilarious watching me struggle through that until she skipped the cam. But I was like speechless and stuttering, and it was hilarious. But anyway, that's the kind of stuff that happens. But when I finally talk to somebody, it's like I start, flat smack, and I can show them anything I want.
Had that girl on. She was laying in her bed. I mean, you had her on for like an hour or something.
Yeah. Somebody said she's not wearing clothes, but I think she was.
I didn't notice that.
Is that the one you're talking about? Maybe it's not the one you're talking about.
No, I think she was younger. Maybe like, I don't know, 19. Something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
A different one. Okay.
Yeah, I think she was just like laying on, looking at her phone. I don't know.
Like I've flat smacked probably 50 people this month.
Do you, Horry?
50. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, at least. I didn't catch what you said, Karen.
And you don't even have to leave your house.
So many you don't remember now.
I don't remember. No, I really don't. I do it so much. I think I'm on episode 17 on my Flat Smackers channel, and some of them I've deleted because Horry got too drunk after about 4 hours in. Some of those I had to delete, but it's still hilarious. It's fun. And this is what I do. I get on there and I'm talking about random stuff, and then I'm like, I'm gonna switch over and play Weatherman. Like, boom. Like, yeah, did you know that they're photoshopping clouds and stuff in space? And then when I do this, people are like, what? I'm always changing my scene, and I'm showing them the squares, the copy and pasted clouds, and I'm going through the whole spiel. And then I'll get back in the car for a minute, and I'll start talking about, oh, yeah, did you also know that, they're sending fake or they're giving us fake pictures of planets? And people are like, what are you talking about now? And then I'm like, well, and then I show them Saturn Cassini, and I'm like, well, Saturn Cassini footage is real HD images we got from a satellite, but does this look HD? And people are like, no. I mean, I ask them, like, is it PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 graphics? And a lot of them are like, oh, it's PlayStation 1. I'm like, no, it's HD images from a satellite. And they were like, nah. And I'm like, well, that's what they're telling us. So it just proves my point. It drives it home. They drive the nail into the coffin right there. So it's effective. I don't have to leave my house.
Yes, he's got 50 or 60 in it. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I do like 3 or 4 or 5 per episode. So I have, I did like at least 6 episodes this month. So that adds up. But that's just one platform.
Great,
I've been on You Now.
I'm glad you can keep doing it. Don't burn out. Don't burn out, man.
Yeah.
But you're doing a great job, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, thanks. It's fun.
Everybody's doing a great job, man. The Flat Earth community is doing a great job out there, man. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. People live streaming everywhere now. I love it.
It's blowing up. More people in other parts of the world.
There's a bunch of people taking up activism.
Mm-hmm. Well, people have already heard about it. People in other countries like Egypt and stuff like that, and Pakistan, they're hearing about Flat Earth, and they're much more like open to it from what I'm experiencing. Because I talk to people that most of them are not from America on Chat Roulette, and when I'm talking about this stuff to them, especially the foreign people like way out in Egypt and Pakistan, Tunisia, places like that, they haven't had a whole lot of Star Trek, Star Wars indoctrination. They're not inundated with like planets everywhere in their cartoon. Well, maybe they are with all that in the cartoons and stuff, but they're Star Wars. They're probably not Star Wars fans. I don't know. I could be wrong, but at least they're just way more open-minded, way more willing to look at the space stuff that I'm showing them, and they're like, "Oh, wow, yeah." And then a lot of them hate Americans anyway, right? So that helps.
Right.
They're like, "Oh, Americans are liars," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm with you. I hate America."
I'm with you, man. At least our government is, but your government's lying too. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't try to drive that home with them, but I'm just like, yeah, you don't like America too? Okay, yeah, just got that in common. Let's move on. But I don't know.
Anyway, shout out to the chat. Joe Mama, I might see him Saturday. Midnight Gardener, Chillster Deluxe, Spirit, Leah.
Lord, Glowbusters is there.
Glowbusters.
Shirtless is there. Hello, Shirtless. I was talking to him last night. Hey.
Flat Smackers Live. Flat Smackers Live.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize I was on my Flat Smackers channel right now.
Flat Smackers Live doesn't have a wrench. Don't give that guy a wrench, man. Whatever you do, Karen.
If you guys do want to see, I just want to say hi to Glowbusters. Hi, Bob. But if you guys do want to see the Flat Smackings, I was trying to say hi to everybody in the chat on Horry Sheet Show, but I'm actually on the Flat Smackers live channel, so that's me. That's Horry. You can sub up and you'll see, you know, when I go live, just because it's right there in the chat.
There you go.
Yeah.
I subbed a long time ago when you first started it.
Can I say something? Well, can I say thank you for that Earth Dude for all that you do.
You're welcome.
As well. You do a lot
I'm
yourself.
doing the Hollywood. I've committed myself to the Hollywood flat smacking because it's so fun out there. You never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like chat roulette in a lot of ways. Because you get some really weird people walking around out there, man. And you're like, we had Catwoman the other night. I'm like, okay, you come on over.
We had a green Power Ranger. They had a Power Ranger.
We had Power Rangers. We've had some great musicians and stuff out there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going that every weekend, and anytime I can get out there. It's not that far from my house, so I'll be doing that. Thank you, Karen.
That's awesome, man. I really like watching those. I discovered that on the Pancho Pete Chan, and
right.
Great work, dude. It was fun. I was in there with the ISS.
That was great.
That was a fun night.
Hey, Horry, will you give?
It's late for you, man. Sorry.
I was just saying, can you give us a flash of the ISS?
Yeah. I've been working on my my drinking skills.
Working on his moves.
I'm working on my drinking skills up here because it's really hard to like drink and hold the mic and float all at the same time, and gravity is non-existent, so it's really it's kind of hard to do it. But
yeah, that's so awesome.
Well,
I like to grab this.
Like drinking beer.
I like well, drinking beer up here is not the hard part. The hard part is keeping it down. It just wants to rise up. See, they don't tell you that. I guess water is different. When you're drinking pee, it must go down where it needs to go. But beer, something different about beer. Can't explain it. No, I don't know. It's so difficult to try to do this and joke at the same time. So I don't know. When people ask me these questions, "Ooh, what's it like up there?" I'm like, I got nothing. I haven't even thought about some funny stuff to say yet. I should work on that. My forte lies there, man. Designing.
I mean, you got a lot going on. You're flat smacking. You're doing your your flattest show. You're coming on Hangouts. You got a lot going on, man.
Well, I try to. My whole goal is to wake people up, But the ISS was more. I don't even know why. I think I just put it back there, made it, a part of my studio set because I can. It was so easy, but it's just a picture. But it's efficient because if people don't know what the ISS is, I can just transition over and talk about it, and then I lead right into like space bubbles because I talk about when we are outside of this thing and in our spacesuits. We see space bubbles. Did you know that? Or when astronauts are, and then they're like space bubbles. So it leads into everything so nicely, and all the stuff that comes by in the background, like the stars are here right now in my car, but the stars will disappear at some point, and you'll see them like flash in and out. So when they flash, it's cueing me to be like, if I can, I'll be like, hey, look, my stars. Oh, now they're gone. And then when they're gone, I'm like, did you know about this car? And I'm like, what looks more realistic, having the stars or not having the stars? And they're like, oh, it looks much better with the stars. I'm like, yeah, well, we got a video of this car, no stars. And then I go into the tires and how they should explode. So that it's just everything leads into everything. And that's kind of how I roll with it. A lot of the background is cue points to keep me like giving me talking points. So I don't know. It's really fun. It's pretty fun. And I want to help other people like do this because it's not an expensive setup. You don't really need a souped up computer. Like you need a desktop more so than a laptop to do what I do, but you probably get away with it for like $500 or less. Like all the lights and the green screen and camera.
We got to get Karen one of those setups.
Bling Bling.
Bling Bling.
Hey guys, so sorry I'm late. It's my MO.
All right, you owe us a beer.
Better late than never.
I know. I got
Bling Bling.
No excuse. None.
It's all right.
No, Andrew called. My
Favorite
starving
bit.
artist kid. Had to deal with him. What's that, Karen?
Did you miss that? Horry space station.
How come I can't hear you?
Oh yeah, the microphone again, Karen. Maybe it's too far away. Karen's putting a pillow on the mic every now and then, and she doesn't know. I think is what's.
She needs a new mic. This is the thing.
I think is she banking on it. Oh goodness.
A new one for a while.
Is that better?
Yes, it is. I didn't really hear what you said, darling. So you're gonna have to say it for a third
I said
time.
you missed the best bit because Horry's just been on the ISS space station.
I know. I watch it. You know, I watch him a lot on his shows when he does the Fiverr stuff. I love it so much. And yeah, so I see that. I know what he does. It's so cool. The way he wakes up these people with their pants down around their ankles.
I'm catching them in an environment. They're not ready to learn about Earth and science. They're not ready for what I bring to the table. But it's
not
fun.
what they're expecting.
No. Yeah.
Literally. But yeah, I was so entertained when we were coming back from Canada. I think I watched you for like hours.
So that was a long stream that night, huh? You watched like 4 hours of it, probably.
And it was a great distraction from not watching Wayne driving on the highway where he scares the crap out of me. So it was good. I needed that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Saved me a lot of stress in him.
Yeah, I think I streamed for 7 hours. I flat smacked 7 hours that night. And I mean, guys, imagine how many people that one night was. It was probably almost 20 people, at least 15
I watched the
people.
whole thing, so I know it was.
So, like I was telling him earlier, I might have flat smacked 50 people this month, but I'm probably undershooting that. You know, probably more like 80. But it's so energizing. And then when you get, I don't know, like out of that 7 hours, I might have had 4 out of the 15 or 5 out of the 15 people that were really vibing with it. Like they were gonna. I think I got several subs that night, so I know 3 or 4 people subscribed. But those people were taking it in, showing them stuff you can't run from, so can't unsee a lot of flat Earth truth.
Sure. Yeah. Anyone in the chat, if you don't sub them, you got to do that because it's really, really great. Not only entertaining, but it's just inspiring to see you flat smacking people, especially people that really don't expect that when they're expecting something else instead on the camera. So it's great. Are we frozen?
No, I'm here.
Horry,
I was just.
I think Horry was muted. I don't know. Were you talking?
Oh.
I think you were muted. Horry.
I was muted.
Ah.
How you doing, Bling?
We can't hear you now.
Who?
Horry, lost Horry.
It's like we're all a bunch of rookies on here.
He'll drop out, come back in or something.
But no, I'm good. I'm doing well.
He'll push the right button.
I've got
You're enjoying your summer.
I got a big ass, like a cast on my hand, and I haven't even had this surgery yet.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah,
my
thumb problems are causing me issues. So
still can't hear you, Horry.
We can't hear you, Horry.
Technical difficulties.
I wanted to say hi to Flat Earth Jude as well. Sorry for my rudeness.
Go ahead, Bling.
I just, wanted to say hello to Flat Earth Jude and Patricia in the chat. I didn't say hello. Very rude. Hello.
You're very rude. You're so rude.
I am a little rude.
It's just so rude.
Like a bull.
Bling Bling. Or Cammy, whoever it is. Globebusters. Are you back, Horry? No.
Nope, he ain't back. He's not back. He's stuck in space. The satellite went down. ISS is crashing.
Who hasn't met Horry before? Flat Earth Dude, you haven't met Horry before?
Oh yeah, many times.
I thought
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we go way back.
Yeah.
I
And in
I
Flat
was
Earth time, way back is like 2 years.
right.
Flat Earth time. That's a
2
long
years. It
time.
seems like a couple of decades, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Some days
Considering
I'm like, day.
that our awakenings are relatively young, I don't know if we have anybody other than Matthew Powerland that's been doing this for, maybe almost a decade. And we have to give him that credit.
Yeah, and he's still doing it. That's the thing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's still very, very active. I know Dubé did a long time ago, but he seems not be doing much lately.
Yeah, well, you kind of
So
go in spurts. Like, you got a lot to say, and then maybe you don't have a lot to say. And you kind of rely on others to, like that phenomenal video. Oh, and I wish I could give credit to the person that made it. Patricia Steer had it on her Facebook yesterday. I made a comment, and Globebusters featured the whole video and talking about the actual original video that the Discovery Channel put out about doing a flat Earth laser test that they did a couple years ago, and then they had the helicopter involved, and they broke it all down, and it is complete bollocks.
It's total bollocks.
It is. It's completely a lie and contrived, and it's so crazy. And I almost have to wonder if whoever produced it did that on purpose to say, "Look, this is a lie, and I'm going to leave a little bread trail of breadcrumbs so you can follow it and see for yourself." It just doesn't make any sense that anyone to go to that level of making a video production would use that footage twice with those birds flying across the screen and try to say it's two different times in the video. If people don't know what I'm talking about, they showed a helicopter that they were watching from a telescope. I don't know if it was 6 miles away or something.
This is the one with Stephen Hawking's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. He was involved. And anytime that he was involved in anything, you got to know that it was deceptive crap. But, they were trying to say that if they viewed the helicopter landing and leaving the surface of the ground, or if it was on water, I'm still not clear, that it would disappear over the curve of the Earth with the 6 miles in between the telescope and the actual helicopter. But the truth is that it was in clear view the whole time, and they faked the footage because there was a flock of birds that flew into the scene in one shot, and then they faked it in another shot. They used the same footage, but they took out the helicopter, but the birds were still there in the exact position. In fact, the whole video lined up. The guy screenshot and put a filter on it, and then made a layer and put the second layer on and made it transparent. And you could see the first layer, clear as day, matching up identically with the birds. So he proved that it was contrived and a lie. And I thought that was like some of the most amazing flat Earth research that I've seen in a long time.
It was brilliant.
I'm glad that they revisited the whole thing because, of course, that was on TV. And, of course, they were trying to make us flat earthers look like we're lying and that finding curvature is just that easy, that all you need is a telescope and a helicopter and some actors and off you go. And, in fact, one of the ladies that was in this production claims to be a regular person, and then they found out that she was actually a scientist with a master's in biology. So I found that very, very interesting, and
that is very interesting.
More proof to the fact that science has to lie on every level to keep this charade going, that the Earth is a globe. They can't even prove that there's curvature, and they have to lie about it on national television with the Discovery Channel, which is probably all tied into all the bullshit.
Well, they got a new one coming out where they went out to the Salton Sea there for the Discovery Channel, and I'm sure they'll do the same there and fake the data.
Yeah, that's when we were there. Some of our, I think Flat Earth Core was there.
Yeah, that's right.
Karen
We had some
G's
people
group.
out there, and
they were
we had
there witnessing
Yep.
it. I think Patricia Steer was there, and
That's right. Rob Skiba,
a bunch of them. And
yeah, it was great.
They were trying to pull the wool over our eyes with us right there. And again, the post-production will fake the whole thing. Even with us being there, sometimes I don't know if we can even prevent these things from happening because we can't control what they do with the post-production stuff. You know, all that we can do is produce our footage of what we saw and documented, honestly.
Right.
You know, I think most of us at this point, after, doing this for a couple of 3 years, 4 years, whatever, would even at this point accept a globe if they could prove it. We would take our channels down. We would be embarrassed and lick our wounds and go off into the distance.
Away.
We would.
Well,
Why would we keep doing this?
We're good.
I've got better things to do with my life than do what I do.
I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing instead of researching stuff on the internet.
Well, sure. All of us.
Doing our own experiments and everything else we do.
Putting up with the BS that our lives have become with the attacks of our family and friends and our spouses.
Exactly.
And, everything that I have to put up with personally from my husband, being called.
Show us the curve.
Let
us measure the curve.
I would be one of the first to be, I would be disappointed if it was flat or, a curve. Look at me. I would be disappointed because feel very great about it. I'm happy to know about a dome and all of this. But I would get
testing?
over it.
Horry's. Yeah, baby, you're back.
All right. Sorry.
Believed in a heliocentric world. Hell of a lot longer than we ever thought about the world being a lot different than what we knew. So I think all of us would just be able to go back to our lives fairly easily. But as we all know, it's not going to happen. The earth is flat and stationary, and they're all lying to us. And we're in the battle of our lives. And
we really are in a battle because it's it's constant, man.
It's a battle against the God of this world, which is Satan.
Yep,
That's what
just
the battle
such
is
a battle,
all about,
man.
And we're all warriors to it. And if you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, which I hope people that don't do, because that is the only truth, way, and light, and you just put on your armor of God, and you've got something to deflect all of the horribleness that our lives have begun. I don't know what I would do without that.
The horribleness is everywhere too, man. You've got to have it. Something to protect you, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
It's just everywhere. I mean, from school to movies, TV, everything.
I'll be right back.
And
print ads.
If we were all a bunch of lunatics, and there's a lot of lunatics in social media. There's a lot of lunacy going on with people believing in all kinds of real conspiracy theories,
right?
Alien stuff and all this crap.
Baby eating giants.
There were aliens on the moon and big conspiracy of the astronauts finding this out and all this crap. That's just nuts. But if we were with those people, if we were really part of that lunacy, do you really think that anyone would spend thousands of dollars to make productions to disprove us? Why would they? You don't see them making productions about, going to the moon and finding aliens there and disproving that. You don't see them doing that because they don't need to, because they know that that's crazy.
Right.
For us, they have to.
You know, Bling, what about this? I talked to a guy last night that said around 2014 or whatever, Russia released a lot of top secret papers. And I think he said a lot of this stuff had to do with them attempting to photo the back of the moon, Russia. And I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I mean, the guy I talked to last night was a conspiracy, interested guy. But he's like, oh, the American stuff is all fake, but Russia's space stuff is all real. So I was like, okay.
All right. Skeptic.
Yeah. He's almost there. I flat smacked him for like a good hour. But then when he was trying to tell me that, he was trying to argue the fact that any panoramic view, whether it's a video or a picture, panoramic, 360 view picture, any one of those is going to create a flat horizon, whether it's a ball or not. But I couldn't get him to understand that if you rise up on a ball, as high in a high altitude weather balloon height, 100-something thousand feet, right? You should not be able to look at the horizon at eye level. You'd have to look at the horizon,
right?
I mean, yeah, like the ball is going to be down. The ball is going to be curving away from you, and it's going to be down there. The horizon's not going to be at eye level. And if you have a panoramic camera and you want to believe that it's going to make a flat image, well, that's fine, but you have to explain why the horizon is at eye level. Yeah. And he wasn't getting that.
With that dude, you can't flat smack them the regular way. What you need to do, you go into the freezer, you take out a frozen trout, and you smack
him with it. Yeah, I know. I really
fish slap him. You got to fish slap him.
Yeah. It's another level. It's a different level that you have to do with these people.
Yeah, I obviously had to crack that nut a different way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just frustrating as all heck when it makes sense and they still don't get it.
Right. we need to start doing like a chat room vote, like for me to kick those people off. Everybody's gonna have to type at the Horry Sheet Show, at Flat Smackers, tag me orange and type a boot or type a stay, or so I can gauge what everybody wants me to do, because I don't have that mechanism sometimes, because I'm like, no, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna make some sense where he's gonna stop in his tracks and go, you know what? Now you got me thinking. Because that is the moment. That's my like, hallelujah. When I can get somebody to, stop and go, wow, maybe I got it wrong.
Yeah. You just got to move on when you get it crazy like that.
Yep.
They think we're crazy. They think we're crazy, and we know that they're crazy.
Yeah. Just Jack called last night on the live stream, and he was like, dude, you need to change your transition and you need to change your desk. So instead of having the Flat Earth Digest transition, now I've got the beach back on there, my beach and Horry Sheet Show logo. So it doesn't give Flat Earth away. It's very subtle. And also, instead of my desk, instead of it looking like this with the Flat Earth Digest on the desk,
Flat Earth right there.
Right. I have another one that that is the same thing, but it says the Horry Sheet Show Reiki and OBE tips and tricks.
Oh.
So yeah. So that's actually probably already paying off. I think it's paying off quite well. So thanks.
That looks great, man. I love that.
Oh, what?
You do what you gotta do.
The desk.
Oh,
yeah, I like that.
Thanks. I like my desk.
That's great.
It's actually
it's awesome.
It's like a video that's playing. If you look at it real good, it's moving. And it's just a video layer, but I can change it out, kind of like what I did right here. If I can show you guys this, I have like my normal webcam pointing at my computer desk and whatnot, but under the TV, you see that the animation that's playing. That's also a video, and like I have place your ad here, so I can sell ad space on my desk in a similar way. I can put that animation on my desk.
I'll take one.
I know, right? Like it's my show's gonna blow up one day.
You gotta buy an ad there, man. Come on.
You know what I might do? I might sell the ad space on the desk of anything I'm live streaming on. So like it would be a Flat Earth live stream. You'll have your ad on it. If it's a UFO video live stream or a CBD oil, I'm gonna do some CBD. I'm gonna make a whole channel on CBD oils and the benefits of cannabinoid supplements. But I'm gonna have my ad space on like different parts of the studio. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, it's gonna pay off and allow me to do what I love to do, which is flat smack all frickin' day long.
Mm-hmm.
All
Well,
day
that's a
long.
good idea about this CBD oil. That's become very popular as of late.
Yeah,
It really works. It works well. I
it
like
does.
I put it on. My wife puts it on like her cuts and stuff.
Mm.
She heals.
I think it
up
depends
quick.
on what you're using it for. I know my pain management doctor has told me a bunch of different. She started with the water, and then she moved on to the this like an ointment for my low back, and yeah, not really. I can't really say that it really helped me, but now she's selling CBD for bacon flavored for my dogs. So for my old Pomeranian that's got aches and pains, and she's had several spinal cord strokes, so she's got a lot of weakness in her back legs, and I know she's got pain there. So I just put that in with her food, and it's great. I know there's a difference there. But for me, I think I'm beyond CBD. I'm at a different level again.
You probably just need to smoke it. Just gonna
I
say
have. I did.
Does it help with the pain when you smoke it?
Yeah, but I don't know if I smoke too much of it.
You probably smoke too much of it.
I
No, but here's the
think
thing.
I
No, I know what you mean. No. If you're not a normal smoker and you smoke it, it's going to bring on extremely strong effects like a paranoia. It's going to bring on like super hyper thoughts. You might be real talkity. You might laugh way too much.
I
Like all these
was freaking brilliant. Okay.
Well, look. If you
brilliant.
what does that mean? We're enjoying yourself or what?
I was just my own thoughts were to me brilliant. Like,
oh gosh,
but I don't really remember what they were now. But I should have wrote it down because I was thinking of stuff that I had never thought about before.
Yeah, that's awesome about it.
Yeah, it was. But then it kind of, I don't know if it, as you go along in this being stoned, it kind of changed, and then I didn't like how I felt, and then I did, and I definitely smoked too much. I was putting the chickens up, and at that time we still had the big goose, and I picked up the goose. I don't know what made me decide to kind of try to run. And then I was running sideways. And laughing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely smoked too much.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Given the fact of what my husband does for a living, it's just not good. He knew, and he wasn't happy. He's like, I can't know this stuff, and tell me. And if I had gotten caught by my pain management doctor, I would have been fired from the practice, and that's not good.
Oh yeah, so you can't risk it. But the thing about it is, if you're not everyday smoker, because that's kind of maybe what you have to be, like every few days smoker. If you're like that, if you smoke it way more often, you don't feel all those effects. You just don't. Yeah, it's not like that anymore. Like after the first week, if you just kept it up for the whole week, by the end of the week, you'd be like normal with it. You'd be like a normal pot smoker that just gets the high
10 pounds heavier.
And then 10 pounds heavy. Well, yeah, I guess makes you eat. For me, if I'm hungry and I smoke it, it takes away the pain in my stomach. So I could
have that, huh? Jeez.
Well, I don't know. That's different. I figured out it's a hydration thing. I can either drink more beer or water to fix it. So it's just a hydration thing.
Yeah. Let me guess which one you pick. Let me guess which one you pick over the two, water or beer.
The water bottle is a little empty.
Yeah.
So
sure. That's not a pee container. Okay.
All right, Mom.
Yeah, I know. I'm always on your case over this stuff.
No,
but
go
yeah, right now it is legal in Florida for like the pharmaceutical side of it. So that's good. My doctor's not doing it yet. Like I said, she's just doing CBD. I don't know how she's making this herself. Is she buying the extract, or is she like cooking it up? And what is she doing with all the THC? Where's that going? just wondering.
Well, they're probably in a spot where they can legally do it all. So they take and they distribute the THC in states where it's legal to do there. But they ship all the other non-THC or whatever is minimal.
But it is legal. That's the thing. If she wanted to prescribe it to me for pain, I could get a medical marijuana card and
Go
do that.
do
I
it.
qualify
Go
because
do
of my
it.
spine disease.
Just if you're just experimenting with it, you might as well get the card so you're not in any trouble and it's all legal and you have no, like that's what I would do.
I don't think she would prescribe for me the drugs that actually do work anymore. So I would be risking a lot to try to do the marijuana stuff. You know what? I'll tell you what I don't like about it. I don't like that it increases my heart rate because I've always had kind of issues with anxiety over heart rates and skipping beats and PVCs and stuff. Like, I don't want to feel my heart rate go up.
I think
and I
that's
noticed
just
that's like a huge side effect for me. I don't think it's going to make any difference on any kind. That's a normal side effect. It doesn't matter if it's indica or sativa. That just happens. And
I think it's one of those things that goes away if you're an avid smoker. That's one of those. Yeah, that's the paranoia and a lot of the other things that make you more nervous. All those things go away. You're left with benefits like if you're nauseous and you smoke, nausea's gone. If you just want to feel relaxed and help sleep, that's there. You still got that benefit when you smoke. Things like that stay. But a lot of the weird stuff, it goes away, in my opinion.
I don't know if I didn't get paranoid. I used to back in the day. Now we're talking way back when I was a kid and I was doing that. Back in, you didn't have
they had mellow yellow.
All you had was Colombian gold or I don't know, some kind of Jamaican stuff.
The mellow yellow.
From these countries, right? But huge paranoia. Like I used to have this constant thought, and I still remember what it was. If I look down, my eyeballs were going to fall out of my head.
Nice.
That's what I believed. That was a terrible paranoid thought. So,
yeah.
Imagine that happened.
What were you smoking?
Yeah, exactly. So, I was involved with a really pothead crowd. And in fact, the guy I was dating, his family were totally into it and they didn't mind. And they had a whole freezer full of it and they didn't care. And it got, we were hot knife and hash and they would just turn the light switch on into the basement if they needed to come down. And like, as long as they didn't see us doing it, they didn't care. They could see billows of smoke. It didn't matter.
Well, Bling, the benefits of it though, like I'm actually, what I'm doing is I'm getting with this is incredible. Like, I mean, not to change the subject. I should probably let you finish your story before I go into
that was it. I just did a lot of it and was very paranoid. And I only did it for peer pressure. I never enjoyed it. It was never like, oh yeah, I like this. I hated it.
Wow.
So I was glad to get away from those kids didn't do that anymore until I tried it when I was in my, I wasn't even 30 yet, late 20s. Yeah. I thought I'm a grown up now. I don't need to answer to anybody, and tried it. Same thing, same thought, eyeball thoughts, paranoia, huge panic attack. No, didn't work. So that was it until just was a couple years ago when I tried it again, and I kind of liked it, kind of hated it. So that's kind of where I'm at.
I think it's not as strong nowadays from what I hear from people that used to smoke it in the past. And whatever the case though, I think it's blowing up. Oh, thanks Dave for that sub. I think it's blowing up the industry itself. It's just as big and blowing up as cryptocurrency, the CBD cannabinoid stuff. Now
we knew that was going to happen.
Oh,
definitely.
so yeah, we'll check this out. I'm like an affiliate with this company that loves the video stuff that I do. I showed him like my commercials. I don't know how he found me, some kind of way he found me on Fiverr. That's right. I think he found me on Fiverr and he fell in love with what I did. Now we're off of Fiverr talking, and he's like an inventor, like an engineer. Like he was getting investors to work on his free energy, or not free energy. He was doing something with hydrogen gas, like a more efficient gas, almost
Tesla
free.
Guy.
Yeah. Some along the lines of that, like this could change the world, kind of technology. And his investors, like I probably shouldn't even say it on air, but he had some high level investors. But now he's doing the CBD thing to fuel the funding for that. And I was like, well, I see the benefits of CBD and all that. And I see the benefits of the other main project you're trying to fund. So I'm in with this guy. I'm doing an affiliate thing. It's called, if you go to getonthetrain.net, you'll see, but it's a CBD store. And if somebody wants to buy stuff, then we get a commission and we get passive income from it. Or if they want to like be a distributor, there's a whole revolutionary new system where there's a rotator system on there or something. So if people were to go on there and say, yeah, I want to sell the CBD stuff too, and they sign up, whoever's on the rotator at the time will get all the commission that person would ever make. And the rotator just changes. So everybody that's on the site, you share one link, and everybody's going to like get a new hit for either a commission purchase or a new person under them in the LMN, what is it? Multi-level marketing, MLM. It's just, I don't want to get into the specifics, but I'm jumping on this system because it's blowing up as much as cryptocurrency. Let me tell you, I've done out of the, 100 commercials that I've done in the past year for Fiverr, 30% of them have been cryptocurrency and CBD oil commercials. That tells you a lot. The industry is booming. People are making new websites, new businesses for both of those things. A new crypto coin is always coming out, some new technology based on the blockchain network. And yeah, it's big. So, I mean, I don't know why I said all that, but basically the benefits is, the thing is the benefits of CBD. The benefits of being stoned is that now there's actual, there's benefits, there's real benefits. These people with seizures, these kids that have so bad seizures, they can't even ride their bikes. They have no life, there's 50 seizures a day, they are rubbing CBD oils on their feet, the bottoms of their feet, and now they have a life. Now they can ride their bike. Now they get no seizures. They get 3 a month compared to like 40 a day, like that's a life now. And so like, I see too many videos like that come out. I know personally it helps me with all kinds of different things because I know how messed up I am when I don't have any. So, but the thing is, it's like, it really does help. So don't try a different brand. That's what I'm suggesting. That's the whole point of it. Like, if it didn't work for you and it doesn't work smoking it, don't smoke it anymore, but try a different brand because there's so many different companies. Some are doing it right.
I didn't even know what I had. Like I was saying, look, I want indica, make sure it's indica, but I don't know for sure if it was. It could have been sativa for all I know. Like, I don't know. And the person didn't know either. So that wasn't the best hookup for me. I need some specifics,
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what, I know there's different kinds and stuff, but as far as the CBD stuff goes, I think it matters. The quality is like everything else, like, I don't know how they're extracting it or processing it, and some are better than others, I would say. So don't give it up, because anything natural, Bling, is better than what the doctor's going to try to give you in a pill form. I mean, Western medicine is trash.
There's no question about that.
Okay, that's why I'm pushing this on you. I'm not saying don't smoke some pot. I'm just saying, like, try herbal stuff, and this is working. For like, I did a commercial. It said that there was like 9 different things that you can extract from the cannabis plant, and each one has its own medicinal benefits. Some are psychoactive ones, some are not. Some help with nausea, some help with depression, some help with all kinds of stuff. But then you have, Joey Rocha. Joey Rocha, right? Yeah. He did a lot of stuff on the endocannabinoid system that we have in our body, and I mean, this is all it's blowing up. I found out recently from this big commercial I did at the very end. They said the U.S. government has a patent. It's patent number, I don't know, 157 million, blah, 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 whatever. But the patent says all these benefits of the cannabis plant, it's 200 benefits, medicinal benefits. They have a patent on this. Like, so at the same time they say it's medicinal, they are arresting people for it. I mean, they want us in big pharma's vice grip. That's what they want.
No, that's true. That's very, very true. There's a lot of money in pharmaceutical drugs, and it's so easy to grow marijuana. Anybody could do it, but we can't make pharmaceutical drugs, right? So they don't want us being able to grow that freely. Like, some countries like India, like my friend, he says it's such a nuisance. It grows everywhere. Can't get rid of it if you wanted to.
Write that down.
Because they don't have any. They're hung up about it.
Plane ticket to India.
Yeah.
Anywhere, destination, anywhere.
Like, I keep.
That's fun.
One of these days I'll go because I've got to one of my very good friends lives in India, and one of these days I will go. I'm planning a trip there, and we'll just do it. But yeah, how cool is that? You just walk around and see it growing in a empty field everywhere.
Hey, Geocentric Creationist is in the house. How you doing? DITRH is in the house in the chat. MIDI HD.
Oh, what's his name? That Jewish guy.
That Jewish guy. I don't know. Talks like an outstanding Jew.
He knows that's a personal joke.
No, I haven't messed with him yet, but I love how you guys mess with him, so I'm joining in on it.
Yeah.
No, David's an awesome guy. I love David. I just want to say
Are you
hi,
coming
Lady
to the
Onyx.
conference? Are you coming to the conference? We'll see. I do want to come to the conference.
Oh, look, Conspiracy Music Guru is also in the house.
Oh.
Yeah. And Astral's joined us.
Astral. In the chat? He's not in the chat.
Wait,
He's on the
he is.
Chat.
He's
There
there.
you are. Nice to see you.
I'm in the chat.
There you are. How are you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Shit.
sound like you just woke up. Did you just roll out of bed, Astral?
Would be late. It's like late at night there. What time is it, Karen?
Astral?
No,
Oh, no. He's there.
it's night time.
It's 11 for him.
You just sound a little tired. No worries. It's okay.
You having internet problems, Astral?
He's muted, so maybe he went somewhere for a second.
Okay, then.
You say if I'm having internet problems, I am definitely, yes.
Oh, that's what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, Karen, you got to invite David from Deep Down the Rabbit Hole onto the show sometime. If he's not too busy.
I'll ask him back.
If he's not too
Yes,
busy.
I'll ask him back.
You know, this busy life of riding around in boats and
I know. I was gonna say he might be on his
holidaying
boat.
in the Dominican. You know, he's got a busy life over there.
That was so fun when he live streamed with us on the boat. Was I in here? I think I was in here with y'all, huh?
I think so. It was very cool.
I remember that. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then he floated around. He was like floating like me. Remember? He was faking anti-gravity.
I'm very suspicious. Maybe he's really working for NASA. Is it like a double agent?
Oh man.
Something. So what else? What else is going on in the flat
Hey,
Earth world?
message for you, Corey, in the chat room from Ditra.
Oh, can you do your flat smacking in a panel like this? That would be fun to get someone and have a panel talking to them.
Exactly. We were talking about that the other night, Horry. Remember?
Yeah. All right. So here it is. I'm probably gonna have to apply my nerd brain to get a different software to reroute my audio. That would allow something like that to happen. But it's a very much a technical thing as to why I can't do it right now. Otherwise, like, I guess maybe I could get, I mean, I'd have to think about it, but I could get an audio splitter going from the speaker to my headphones and have a tiny little speaker here that people can like talk to them on, and I can kind of put the mic back and forth, and maybe that would work. But it's a mess technically to do what DITRH is asking, and you guys are asking me to do.
It's a lot of cables. A lot of cables.
It might be some cables. It might not. It might just be a software that I could reroute audio to and be fine. But it's a big deal. I'll tell you that.
That sounds like a great idea, though. I love
Oh
that
yeah, it's fun because I was on Pancho Pete's channel, and Pancho Pete when
could they see us? Like they'd be like, hello,
yeah, they could. Yeah, they could see you. if I did this, they would be able to see you. If I switched over to you guys' Google Hangout window and y'all said hi, it would show up just like everybody on YouTube's watching it. So if I got it working, it would work very nicely. I can see it working two different ways. One way would be more efficient than the other, but it's so technical. I don't want to go into it, but I totally forgot what I was going to say. All right.
I know.
I think that's time for me to go get another beer. I think that's
well,
I
just think that what a great
always a good idea.
Be.
Always a good idea.
If you think about it, like they're not just looking at Horry and thinking, "Oh, this guy's crazy, thinks the Earth is flat," and then all of a sudden, we're all there.
There's all of a sudden there's 9 other people there.
And not just that, but then we tell them how big the flat Earth community is, and that they look and see all of the channels and how huge it is. And they're like, where have I been? You know? Like,
well, you know what? Most people, though, they're still stuck on why the hell should I care about the frickin' shape of the Earth? And that those people, like, if you don't already understand how big of a deal it is, if let's just pretend you're a brand new flat earther. I mean, you're a baller, okay? And all of a sudden you see the flat Earth truth. And let's pretend that you want to believe in it. Like, how do you not see I mean, hold on. I just put that all the wrong way. Like, why do you even ask that question? I can't fathom why you'd ask, why does it matter? I can't even think of an explanation as why that would be okay. I don't know. As soon as you realize that they're lying to us about something that big, that question is not the first question that comes to my head. Why? Why do you care? No, that's not even a question. The question then is like, why are they lying to us? Not why would they lie to us? Does that make sense?
Totally makes sense.
I thought something, Horry, if we were a ball,
dumb if they have to say why they lied to us.
If they have to ask why should I care about them lying to us, I can't. I don't even know how you can think that. Why should I care if the Earth is round or flat? Because if they're lying to us, it's a big deal.
And Flat Earth dude, Patricia, if we were a ball, they'd be able to show the curve from here, not from up there. They would.
How?
Because it's only 8 inches a mile squared, isn't it? After that, but to do it from here, they'd be able to do it in an aeroplane, which you don't see.
With what? With a camera? With a telescope? What you mean?
How? Showing us much more.
Number. They do say at 65,000 feet, you're supposed to see the curve. That's what they say. I'm pretty sure that's the number.
Is that the number?
They lied to us.
But the thing is that we have footage of 120,000 and it's flat. So that is not, that number don't work.
They're playing it. When does anybody ever show this any kind of curve? The only time they're showing you some kind of curve is from the ISS space station.
Yeah, and their curve doesn't match reality at all.
Wait, well, it depends on who they is, as far as they are showing us only the curve from the ISS, because they got jets, that I don't know how high they fly. Oh, Dave. Hey, how you doing, Dave? He's in the chat.
Dave's in the chat.
They're talking about jets. Yeah, look at what is it? Oh God, it was that TV show with the guys that try to prove Mythbusters. They went up in the jet and they were like, oh yeah, look, you can see the curve from up here, guys. There you go. But how high did that jet fly? Probably higher than a commercial airliner.
Yeah, but
I'm
those
thinking.
are Satanists.
I know.
Satanists.
Well, look, I'm getting there, but but
70,000 feet.
70,000 feet. That's what I was thinking. About 10,000, give or take, 60,000, 70,000 feet. Well, if they're saying they can see the curve there, but we can go like Bling was saying, 130,000 feet. I think I did a video on this in the Fisheye Lie video on my channel that there's a balloon that went up about that high. That's 3 times higher or 4 times higher, whatever it was, than a commercial airliner or any jet goes. At least double the height of a jet goes. And we see it's Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
bottom line, it's flat. It's flat from 3 times higher than that, or 2 times higher than that jet went from MythBusters. So what do you know? What's the excuse there? Like,
You don't have one.
You don't have one, and they don't want to. They always change the subject. Like anybody I ever tell that to, they're like,
They just go on to another question.
Oh yeah.
They just, they start looking at the sky and the stars and the moon and the Jupiter and all that stuff. And well, how come the planets are round?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
I ask them
standard.
How come they tell us the Saturn Cassini footage is real when I can show it to you right now and we can both discuss it? And honestly, if they think it's real, like I'm about ready to like next, because
those are the same people that think the moon landing is real. So
Well, I think that's kind of like the stopping point I'm going to do now. Like once I show them the Cassini video, if they honestly think it's real and they want to try to justify that, there's no saving that person in that live stream, in that interaction. There's
they think the backside of the moon in front of the Earth is real.
Oh no!
Cookie. It's a good cookie.
Yeah, it's a cookie. It's a good cookie. I wonder if we can wait. Oh, Bling, that's an awesome idea. Check it out. Look, that is one of our pictures of the backside of the moon that the Americans supposedly have, right? Isn't it an American video? And the moon goes across. Well, look, no, never mind. Oh, damn. The other moon that I was talking about was Saturn's moon. I was thinking, wow, we can compare the other moon that I saw, but no, that's Saturn's Cassini. But so that moon, at least that moon that what I was just talking about, has to match up to whatever the Russians will crap out when it comes time for them to give us a picture of the moon, the backside. So we're gonna look for that. That's waiting to happen.
Joey Rocha in the chat.
Joey. Oh, hey, what about your Karen was talking about something. You wanna tell us what happened with Joey's stuff and what's going on, Joey?
Joey, is he?
Yeah, he's in the chat. I'll be right back. I gotta grab Joey.
Well, I don't see him.
He's there.
You can get in, can log into that. So
3 or
apparently
4 up.
he's lost the ability to live stream on Facebook and on YouTube.
That's how slow my internet was. I only just see it now. Joey!
Horrible.
I don't know if Joey wants me to say it on a live hangout. Where is he?
Oh.
Karen, log into Facebook or YouTube or go on camera or anything else. There you go. He says it. He's not able to log into Facebook, YouTube, or go on camera or anything else and comment.
That's really wild.
That's typical of these people that are
that's a serious
everything, controlling the narrative.
Say it.
Please, I have said it live now, Joey.
So, Joey, do you want to tell us what you think you did, or what did they outline that you did? Like, what the hell? I mean, I guess they didn't like you standing in your shower in your shorts and talking. Was that like some weird, like, oh, you did a shower video live stream, like you're done? Like, is something stupid like that? Some weird quasi rule? Maybe was it an auto flag? Like, I mean, is there a process of appeal? Like, I want to know all these things. Like, what do you think? What happened?
Well, we'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait about 20
seconds.
Yeah.
That's right. There's a delay. You have to wait for that.
I mean, I was saying something. He got shut down on both platforms. And
yeah.
That's very odd. I mean, but so did, Alex Jones. He got shut down on all of them, didn't he?
The Alex Jones is part of that. He's a CNN employee.
Yeah, he works for Time Warner Cable.
He doesn't know.
Sorry, what's that?
He doesn't know. I don't know, brother. Horry.
They didn't even tell him. What?
Yeah, but to take him off Facebook.
How do you get?
Maybe it's just a computer. Maybe it's just a computer problem.
Are you sure?
He just get banned.
Like what? I mean, is this an official email? Is this like I can't seem to click my live button, or like is an account restriction placed on your YouTube or your Facebook? I mean, I could see Facebook being very vague and saying, "Nope, you did something wrong. Screw you." But YouTube also, like, wait, how do you? Did you have something linked?
Right.
Like, how does YouTube get in on it?
They're
Did that come in an
obviously
email?
bed together. These companies.
Well, but that's from an
You're
very
right.
much I'm very much a
You're right,
nerd.
Bling.
Yeah, but I'm a nerd, and that doesn't make any sense to me how they can't be that much in bed. They're separate entities. So did the YouTube restriction come from an email, or did it come from Facebook as well? Like, I have questions.
Horry, it's not a computer problem. It's a message showed on both accounts when he logs in.
So
Wow, they're
you have
targeting
to-
Joey. They're targeting
Dude.
Joey. No,
dude,
hey
that
Joey, you got to make another account, man.
yeah, just make
Come on,
another
it's
account.
It's easy, man. It takes like 10 minutes.
I almost want to do a legal name change, just to like be a little bit more anonymous. Like, I don't know, man. I might change my name to Harry Sheet soon enough to keep my Facebook account.
Yeah.
Thing is, he says that he's not. It says he's not allowed to go on social media, and they know you've got other accounts. If you've got them, they know.
But that's the thing. He says he knew he was asking for it, but I'm asking for it too because I'm spreading flat Earth. But what were you spreading that they
Right.
blocked you? Like,
Exactly.
no, everybody's asking. We're all asking for it right now. So how
He said,
no?
they're not targeting me. I think I knew I was asking for it.
It's not a computer problem. It shows a message on both accounts. I can make a new account, but I never had any other problems besides this one, he said.
I've listened to a lot of Joey's work, and he's not talking about anything we're not talking about.
Right. So I want to know what their reasoning is. I want to know how it was leaked to.
He had his little daughter there.
Well, he doesn't even do anything on YouTube. Would you say, Karen? I missed that.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't do much there at all.
Yeah, I was wondering because he had his little girl there. In shower one the other day.
Right. That's the last thing I've seen him do. Well, they're coming after truth in several ways. That's why I have a live leak account. If I want to put something out, I'll that I know I can't talk about. Let's just say like the most recent school shootings or shootings in general. There's always a problem about them, most of them. And if I want to talk about that, I'm going to say, hey, I made a video. Go check it out on this other platform because I'm not going to let you give me a reason.
No.
If you do it that way, they can't block.
You can get there's many places you can put that. You won't get bothered.
Exactly. Live leak is one of them.
It's in both places, don't you think, though?
Wait, what?
It's a bit strange that it's in both places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The band from Joey. Yeah. It's extremely odd.
Might be stuff.
I think
At
you
least
broke
you
up.
can chat. At least you can chat, man. You could be a chat warrior for a while.
I know stuff.
I still didn't catch what Karen said. Can somebody?
Oh, I just said it's volcano stuff. I don't know.
Oh yeah, volcano stuff.
Yeah, that's such a conspiracy, man. I mean,
that's stirred up.
Huge.
That stirred up a lot. Yeah. They're hiding that a lot in Hawaii. So but he hasn't been saying anything about it. So I don't know why they would zap him way late in the game on that.
He put a bit out. I'm saying sometimes it takes them a few weeks to find things, doesn't it? Like it can be a year later and suddenly you find that you're in trouble over something.
Well,
and who knows? Facebook
what?
jail so many times, so many have, but this time for unknown reasons.
Well,
so Joey's gonna take a break and do some research about the 10 deaths hit there in Hawaii, in Maui, from a fire during the hurricane. He's going to be doing some research on that. All right. Hopefully he'll find something good. Don't give up, Joey. Don't give up, baby. A fire during the hurricane. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Very good when both places have blocked him. They're not linked to each other, are they? So why have they both blocked him?
I mean, he doesn't do anything on YouTube. That's why I'm like, how did that even happen? Like maybe when he went to
seems very odd.
maybe he went to YouTube to make his account, and it says, do you want to use Facebook as your, like, do you want to connect it to your Facebook? And once you click that button, it'll connect to your Facebook. I guess it'll tie it maybe. But then you could, if you don't want to do that, you just make and sign up a YouTube account with just an email, and it won't tie it to your social media account. So maybe that's the only reason, from a technical standpoint, that I could see that YouTube gave him a restriction at the same exact time Facebook did. If he tied it together like that, maybe, but still, it's separate entities. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense on a whole different level as to why they would both block him.
Right.
And that should come with like a letter in your mailbox or something from like the FBI, in my opinion. Like, what? That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense from a technical standpoint. It really doesn't. But, Bling said, somebody said it could.
Joey, have you had any emails, Joey?
Yeah, I want to know that. Did you have any emails? Because that's a different thing. Like, it's got to explain something in your email.
To catch up.
Hey, I'm just throwing this out there, but since he does show his little girl sometimes in the background, is it possible that she either didn't have a top on or bottom on or something that they were saying that she was like didn't have clothes on?
That's something I've considered as well. Anybody can complain about stuff like that, and
that's
if enough
my
people
only thing,
do it,
my guess. That's my guess.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Because it's totally innocent, and we know that. But to the creepers out there watching, they may have different thoughts watching a little girl like that.
Just the trolls that see something to attack. It's like, a cut in the water, and they're the shark, and they smell the blood, and any blood they smell, they think they smell, they can try to zap you for it. So you get 100 trolls, 100 reports. Facebook, YouTube's not going to sit there and fight too hard, maybe to keep it online. They're going to be like, oh, well, yeah, I guess it kind of maybe sort of breaks a rule. So yeah, sure. Boom. Cut him off. Cut Joey off. Send a message straight to YouTube. This guy's not allowed on the platform. Yeah, it has to be something like I was saying earlier off air. Some stupid little thing.
He's written something. We've detected suspicious activity on the Facebook account and have temporarily locked it as a security precaution.
That's a can.
That happened to me a couple days ago myself.
Go ahead, tell us.
It took me a heck of a time to get back on Facebook. It wasn't so easy. It's just like putting in a new password. It kept repeating itself over and over and over again. It took me at least 10 times. Finally, it worked. It was the weirdest darn
All right. So this is Joey. This is what you do. Go clear your cookies in your browser. Get on like something like Mozilla, and if it doesn't work on Mozilla, get on a different browser like Firefox. Like Chrome. But I use Chrome, so get Chrome if you don't have it. But try a different browser. Clear your cookies, all that stuff, and then try to do whatever steps it's telling you to walk you through the account and unblock yourself, because I'm sure that there's an appeal process. There's an appeal button. Now, this is not right. Click this button. If this was a mistake or whatever, click that button. It'll take some time for them to look it over. But I bet somebody just, reported you, and I don't know, it might have tripped the system. I don't know. Maybe it was enough people to report you for whatever you might have said. Who knows what it is, but that's a canned message. That's like a system canned message.
But maybe not even reporting. Like I said, that happened to me. I was getting a message like someone was trying to like log in or something.
You can get that too.
That was it. I was, as a security precaution, I was locked out of my own Facebook. And like I said, it was very, very difficult to get back in based off of the steps they were sending me, which I was doing properly. It was not working, and it took me at least 10 attempts with changing the password like they suggested. This is what you do, before it actually finally worked. So who knows?
He says that when he goes there, it won't let him go to the screen to either of his accounts. Can't get to either of the accounts. It won't even let him see them.
Okay. So yeah. All right. So that. Try to clear your cookies. That will probably fix the problem you just said. How it won't let you back to that screen. Something's tripped up in the browser. Most likely, try a whole different browser at least. Get on, like, if you don't use Internet Explorer. Well, Joey, do you have a Mac or do you have a Windows-based PC? Because that makes a lot of difference. If you're on a Windows-based PC, there's several different browsers: Mozilla, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Opera. But get a different browser. Try to log in again. Go through the steps. I'm willing to bet something's wrong with the cookies. Yeah, it's a cookie issue, I bet.
Cookies.
It could very well be.
They clear out your temporary files. Do one of those disk things.
Yeah, he's got Windows, he says. So get on a different browser, try that. And if you still end up with the same problem from a whole different browser, that browser's not, like if you download a new browser to try this on, it's got no cookies. It should work properly. Like, so do that. It'll just save you a lot of troubleshooting. If that doesn't work, man, and it's really just getting you like in a loop, caught in a loop, it's not normal, man. It's not normal. They're targeting you, you know. But I've got locked out my account before from trying to log into YouTube or Facebook. I mean, Facebook from my tablet, my new tablet, and it locked me out. And then I was like, it made me, you know, jump through hoops to get back in. Look at like random messages I might have sent or something like that. I had to pick. It was like tests it gave me, and I luckily got back into my account. But yeah, I was worried about that. I don't know, man. Try to do the security steps, but do the browser thing, like I said, to get to those security steps. That's how you fix it.
Oh, so it's not as serious then. He's just got to get back to his account and whatever he's got to do there.
Yeah, yeah. It's not letting him into the part of Facebook he has to get to do the steps.
What does activity on his Facebook mean then? Someone's tried to hack in.
Well, if they know his email that he uses for Facebook, and they want to troll him, you can type that email in and make up several passwords. Eventually, it's going to lock him out and make him do a test.
Well, that's what happened to me.
All right.
You know, my Facebook, I have a lot of people from my channel. I let people, you know, they know who I am on there. So who knows? I don't know how they would know my actual Hotmail that I use, because it's a name that nobody knows. So that's weird, but whatever. Maybe deep research, you know, some loser that doesn't have anything better to do, maybe. I don't know. Figured out.
Oh, look, Glowbusters provided a very good and some very good insight into Joey's problem. Says, and Joey, don't forget to reverse the power coupling to the warp core, then remodulate the shields. Thanks, Bob.
Oh yeah, you got to do that first. That's easy.
That's no brainer. No
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you. Bob, I hope Cammy's doing well. I hope she's healing well. I'm really worried about that. You know.
Yeah, so random. Like, can that just happen to us at our age? Like, you just sneeze or something and you blow the retina?
Oh man. Oh no. I mean, they had to inject her eye with gas. That's scary as hell.
Yeah. Anything with the eyes, that just freaks me out.
Me too.
You know, it's a vision. It's so important. Like,
yeah.
Poor thing. I just wonder if it was, you go up a mountain, you know, you're in all this pressure change, and then this happens. Like, just seems a little weird, a little suspicious. Like, is it possible from just being in all that altitude change that this happened?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never mind. I'm not. Never mind.
You know, something made it happen. Like,
I heard that you have to watch your altitude for random things, like random different health ailments. And even if you get recent breast implants, you have to make sure that you don't go a certain altitude. I don't know how. I don't know how I come across this. They can like blow up. Oh God. But well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's. I don't know what the details are, but it was funny to hear that. Goodness. Can you imagine? Can you imagine not knowing and then, like, I don't know, your boobs swelling up and blowing up on a plane? Like, freak out. Like, can we go down about 10,000 feet, pilot?
I've never heard of that. That would be like a problem then if that was happening. You know?
I don't know what
that'd be happening to, I don't know, 50% of the population of women.
Well, I don't know. If it might have been an extreme case, like, who knows? I heard this and I laughed. and it was a problem. A woman like had a serious problem with this.
Jeez.
I think maybe there was maybe a malfunction. I don't know. Got to be a malfunction.
Breast implant malfunction.
A little pinhole in there. Who knows?
Possible. I guess.
Goodness. Okay, now we're talking about breast implants. Somebody has to change.
It's a good topic.
Where's Astral? Where's Astral Thief?
No, it's a good topic.
Well, it's popular.
You know, I think more women are getting bum implants now. They're getting butt implants. That's the new Brazilian butt thing.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, you got people in certain donut-shaped implants into their forehead. It looks like you're trying to stick a donut right there, and people are liking it. Like it's a style, it's a look, it's a something, whatever they call it, and it's
donut?
Growing.
Like what law enforcement?
They literally take some sort of crap and they stick it in your forehead and they blow up your forehead to make a bubble, and then they poke.
Krispy Kreme donut implant.
I know. Well, they it looks like that, and they poke it down in the middle to make it look indented in the middle, and then it hardens, and then you have to get it done like every year or whatever the hell, because it must dissolve or what.
Give law enforcement a discount.
Dude, it's sick what people do to modify their body. And I'm all about like body art and looking cool, but these people are literally trying to look like, what is that guy from Star Trek with the crazy looking ridged forehead?
Yeah, that.
I mean, it's like you're trying to look like that. Why?
And my son for a while was stretching his earlobes.
Oh, that.
With the earrings. And finally woke up. Thank God.
Oh.
That looks so awful. That is just so. I can imagine as they get old.
I know. That's what I think about. That's what I think. I don't. That's kind of like I'm borderline with that. Like some people can rock that. It looks cool, but then I think about that when you get old. Like, what the hell is that going to look like when you're in your 60s? And that stuff is like, what the hell is it going to look like? Are you still going to wear gauges? And I mean, not 60s. I meant like 80s, like old. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 60s. You're probably like,
I guess like, we're not that far off.
Whoa, no, I meant to say 80s. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
But,
hello.
Well, how's that going to look like?
New 60.
I didn't mean to say 60. I'm sorry.
Okay. Forgive you.
But so 80,
I used
right?
to think
80.
that was old too until it's almost happening.
I could hear the silence. Like there was an energy wall that slapped me in the face, and I didn't even realize what I did until I got the energy of it. So somebody was like, and I was like, wait, what? What happened? And then I was like, oh shit, what did I just say? Oh wait,
Karen. That was Karen.
Somebody like I felt it energetically. That was fun. That was really cool. It was you, Bling. It was you.
No, it wasn't. I didn't catch on until then. You had to like make a big deal about it.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. Well, somebody. Maybe it was somebody in the chat.
Hold on here.
Somebody in the chat was like, wait.
I'm in a denial over my age. I'm not close to 60 yet. I got some years left. But still.
I'll read the chat. Conspiracy Music Guru says, DITRH, I know, dumbass. What's going on? Oh, they're talking about, they're just joking around. I'm like, oh my goodness. I heard about what Alex or Conspiracy Music Guru has been doing some more videos, right? Did he have a new one that I might have missed, or are you still working on one? Conspiracy Music Guru?
I think he's busy getting ready for the conference.
Oh, is that?
And
which
he has
one is that?
An album coming out in conjunction with the conference, so it's gonna be great.
Oh,
can't wait to buy it. And everyone in the chat room, you better buy it too. And everyone on this panel, you better buy it too. Support our fantastic Flat Earth, music. Like that is like such great music. It's unbelievably good.
It is because it tells a story. It tells facts, and
like,
it's
like the country genre of Flat Earth to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's kind of country, but it's not so country. It's more like a bluegrass, like I don't know, like homegrown. It's cool. Yeah.
Country.
I like it.
It used to be, back in the day before it changed.
it's
But yeah, it's like
effective.
bluegrass country, and I do like that. I think it's so great.
And on that, go check out his channel. You guys hit the little there's like 3 dots next to people's names if you put your mouse next to their chat message in YouTube, and you can hit that button and click on go to channel. Or what you can do is right click on the go to channel and hit open a new tab so you don't lose this stream. But do that.
I think you should still
Subscribe.
be in it.
Oh, it might.
It
might. Okay. It might do a new tab, huh? So, all right, do that. Subscribe to the people you like. But look, I'm going to show you somebody else that you need to support too. Not to steal Alex's thunder, but this is someone else that is making, like his music and a lot of ODD's music and things like that are all stuff that's going to be viral and widespread and shareable. It's easily spreadable, and you can blare it in your car. And this is a conversation piece just the same. And it's this book right here by Suzanne Borho. Granny Knows the Earth is Round and Flat. I got her children's book in the mail. I got 2 copies of them. She was nice enough to send me 2 copies, and I will give you guys a little flash of what's in there real quick. But she's got a lot of pictures in there, a lot of illustrations.
Nice.
I haven't even looked in it yet because I'm waiting for the perfect family night. Like, it's just like the exquisite box of chocolates that I'm like saving. And as soon as we have family reading book night, I'm gonna get back to her on Facebook and tell her how much I loved it, because I know I'm gonna love it already. But check it out. Granny Knows the Earth is Round.
Your kids know that you're a flat earther, though, right? Like
they can't help it, because I'm watching podcasts all day long, and they come over and when they see a planet on their cartoon, they're like, when they see like the Earth come up on my little background, sometimes when I have it on the other monitor, they're like, "Oh, that's a fake planet." But I back it up and I say, a lot of people think those are fake. Daddy thinks it's fake, but a lot of people think it's real. But you have to look into it yourself. I mean, they're only like 4 and 3. But I have to present both sides of the story just to be fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Horry's doing.
When were they ever fair to us?
You're right. I mean, but when I talk about, I can't get too deep with them at all on any of this, but they know that there's a possibility of she says space is fake. I know space is fake, Dad. And I'm like, I try to correct her because I'm like, I don't even know if I think space is fake. I'm just like, a lot of space has been faked, but space is real. There's air up there. There's stars. All that's real. But she's immediately, oh, that's a fake planet if she sees it. Oh, space is fake. If somebody mentions anything about rockets or space or the moon, she's like, that stuff's fake. It's so funny. So she's gonna have things to think about, and we're gonna do homeschooling and stuff like that. She's not gonna be put in the system.
That's good.
Can you imagine that life? I wish I was not indoctrinated, but then again, look, this is me. Like, this is what I figured out recently. I was in, hold on. The space shuttle eggs the car every now and then. Sorry, I have to. But anyway, they when I was in high school, I was always trying to. Well, I wasn't trying to sleep through my morning classes, but I was put in American history in 7 in the morning, and economics at another year at 7 in the morning. And these things I felt like were just brain control, mind control stuff. I just felt like something was wrong with history. I didn't care about it. I didn't want to care about it. Something was just wrong. My soul did not want to absorb it. I had to try to cheat on like every test because it was so uninteresting. And now later on in life, I was like, well, no wonder I didn't want to absorb all those lies, because they totally screwed up history. The history that I learned in my school is different from the books in the same story they tell in today. It's like it's all been changed. The Pilgrims, the Indians and the Pilgrims for Thanksgiving, come on. We were stealing their land. We weren't being friends and be like, yo, let's jab me some turkey and some corn with you. No, we were like, yo, we're going to take your land. What do you know? We're going to steal your ideas, or we're going to shoot you in the face. Right? That's kind of what I think really happened. But in school, I was taught, oh, everybody's having a feast. Let's get together. I'll be an Indian. You'll be a
Oh,
Colonist.
that's funny. Yeah, shoot you in the face.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, we were lied to in history. I wasn't trying to absorb it. I was trying to like leave my body in the morning American history class, and I was so glad that I took that path. But you know, I got off track. But I'm just saying, like, we've been indoctrinated in school, and we shouldn't let it happen to our little ones, or at least we have to paint a picture that says, here is what most of the world wants you to think, and there's a different side to everything. That you just gotta. That just keeps them open-minded, in my opinion. So,
does your common law wife? Does she know that the Earth is flat? Is she in agreement with you on that?
it took me 6 months to even bring it to her attention. I was hiding in my room with very low volume and headphones for 6 months while I researched this. But when I told her, it took less than 3 weeks for her to be like, well, yeah, everything you just told me after 6 months of research and fact of things I was spitting out. She was like, I had this one big conversation and she was like, I could see it. Yeah. And then it took her 2 more weeks. She looked at some videos. She found a couple of things that she resonated with. And she was like, cool. Thanks for that. Earth is flat.
So she's not going to change her mind or anything, right? Like,
oh Jesus, it would make my life a hell of a lot easier if she did go back to the ball.
Really?
Well, if she did, then I'd be like, whew, a whole nother reason to be done.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, like, when the time comes, like, you know, is she gonna like, oh, I didn't really mean that, just to be, you know, with the knife in deeper.
I hope she does. That would just be easier for me. Shit, it'd be easier.
No, I mean, just because
don't know
my
my
kids,
situation.
I would hate for them to, now that daddy's not here, like, he was crazy and the world's not flat, you know.
Oh no, my
okay, that would be awful.
That's not happening.
Okay.
Yeah, I like how you put it, common law wife. I don't think we even have that here where I am. It's just like,
no, they don't. I actually looked it up when we were talking one time.
Right? Yeah.
No, but to me it is. It's not fair. Like Canada, they don't have like individual provinces where they acknowledge it in some places and then say it's not acceptable in others. They don't do that. It's all the same everywhere, and it should be. You invest that all your life into somebody and make family, like you're married. Period.
Yeah, I mean, we're just not stupid enough to sign the paper. But I'll tell you what, if we signed the paper to marry, we would be going through a lot of court battles right now. Like, I'm so glad I didn't. It's not about like she's not going to like not let me see the children if we break up or whatever. It's not about that. Mm-hmm. But it's about you know, if for people who don't know what the hell we're talking about, I'm like a long story short.
They do now.
They freaking will now. But the thing is, like, Horry's almost single. I'm gonna put it out there. But you know, I have given like everything to this family. I mean, I had to like stop working on my business because I wasn't able to invest in the business properly to let it grow, because she was admittedly finally 4 or 5 years later an anchor for the business. She didn't want to help me, which is, I'm like, well, that's evident. But she finally, when you get someone to admit that, then you're like, okay, well, that's why nothing ever took off. Okay, cool. I can swallow this pill now. But the thing is, I've given up everything to the family, and I had to stop working, so I let the business die. That's right around the time I made my Fiverr videos, where when I let the business die and I had less to do, I was like, you know, I should try to resurrect it and try to share with the world how to build a business from scratch, which I did successfully. I built it back up from a brand new business to $600 to $800 a month business right there on YouTube in about 1.5 years. That's awesome. Sure. But actually, you know, long story short, there is they ended up closing the account on me, and I'm gonna make a video about that later on. So I'm rebuilding it again now with a different branding and everything. But everything. Long story short, again, let's say I stopped working. Now I have like no job because that crashed, and I have nothing. And if I get put out, I really have nothing. So I have no like income at all. So I'm in a very peculiar situation. And what I'm trying to do right now, if you guys haven't noticed, is flat smack the heck out of people as much as I can while I'm still here in my studio. And I'm just trying to change the world. And I'm working on, like I said earlier, about this CBD oil affiliate MLM marketing company. This guy's trying to change the world. And I'm putting my I'm just doing good karmic things. That's the best thing I can say right now is I'm trying to do so much good karma that if worst case scenario and I get it put out within a month from now, I have no family or friends or anything really to go to or nothing. Like I'm seriously looking at homelessness. But if I was put out, I hope that there's a God. I hope I can connect to Jesus Christ. I've been connecting to Jesus. I've been connecting to God. I'll put it that way, Bling. And you know what? There's been a lot of interesting things that have happened in my life when I tried to do that. But at this point, it's like a stalemate. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing the best I can. And I'm trying to I'm actively like saying, look, if you want to know what I know as far as OBS and stuff, like, please reach out to me right now, because I might not be able to tell you about this in a month from now. I might not be here in a month from now. You know, I might be sleeping under a bridge or whatever. I don't know. That's
not going to happen. No.
It's not. I've got places to go. People have like opened up and said, dude, you can come here. You can sleep on my couch, you know? But I'm a different breed, man. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't want to go, you know, I don't want to like walk into a Walmart and be like, yo, I need a job. Like, that's not, I would rather sleep under a bridge and flat smack anybody I hitchhike with all day long. That'd be Horry's life. I'm down.
Horry, don't rush.
You see where I'm going with this? Like, I'm here for changing the world. I'm not here for much else at this point.
Do you hear me?
What's that, Karen? No, we didn't.
Oh, you don't hear me. I say something, nobody seems to hear me. I was saying, don't rush anything, Horry.
Oh, no, we didn't hear you, love.
You've been talking, Karen? We have not heard anything. You've been quiet as a mouse.
Yeah.
No, you
yeah.
happily took away, which is very nice.
What's that? What was nice?
I missed it. Yeah, I missed it too.
You talking away has been nice.
Oh,
okay. Well, you know,
like,
I'm just
yeah.
I'm just trying to let everybody know, like, you know, I'm just, man, I'm here to spread flat Earth truth. I'm here to wake people up. That's it. That's why I end all my streams with that. Yeah, I have issues going on right now in my personal life, which, you know, it's pretty serious right now. But
we all have.
It doesn't matter, man. Just spread the truth. We're all. What's that, flat Earth dude?
Yeah. Yeah, we all have something going on, man.
I'm just trying to do as much as I can.
You're doing great, man. You are out there every night almost, and it's been great. Thank you. And everything's gonna work out, man. It always works out. So remember that. What I'm trying to do is utilize my skills. What I put my eggs into, all my eggs went into the basket of spreading truth. When I did realize that I should have been putting my eggs into becoming an independent human. I like totally trusted this relationship to a point where I let my independence die. And I'm at the point where now I have to rebuild my business to regain my independence. And that's what I'm doing. And it's been successful. I have emails from people coming in, old clients I forgot about that are like, hey, we got a whole bunch of products we want you to do videos for. I'm like, sweet. I have like, you know, people recognizing finally, you know, some of my talents and are like, hey, we want to use you as our spokesperson, or we want to like, you know, do all this stuff with me. And if this works, now I have a guy telling me that
Horry.
Well, I don't know, Karen. There's a lot of things I need to do to feel like I have to invest into myself to make things happen. And once I do that, I'll be golden. But this guy's like, look, I think I can make you $100,000 a year, or $200,000 a year, to be honest, because it's two different things he wants to get me into. But that means that I'm doing almost nothing and making a passive income that equates to $100,000 a year. Now, if this works out for me, can you imagine what I'm going to do for Flat Earth? Can you imagine?
Fantastic.
I'm such a frugal person. I can.
You're gonna be driving around in a real Tesla.
I might just for the mockery. I might get my own Tesla. Yeah. I'm gonna flat Earth the hell out of that Tesla. I'm gonna put flat Earth bumper stickers all over that Tesla.
Right. Wouldn't that be great?
It's gonna be a flat ass Tesla, man.
A flat ass Tesla. Dude, you know, that's what I got in store. Look, my family stuff's falling apart. But I'm like, look, how can I just take truth spreading to the next level? I might have a place to go, maybe 2 places to go, but if I have to work a normal job, I'm not down for it. I need to build my business up now while I'm still here. And once I get a business built up where I'm making $600 a month again, I can go and get a little studio place for $350 and get an internet connection, and I can eat French fries and cheese, and and I will freaking live, and once I do that, man, it's full on 24/7 flat earth, flat smack, and oh my Jesus Christ, it's on. That's what I got looking into. So if you like what I do here, guys, anybody listening, I'm in a dire
support Horry.
Yeah, I'm in a dire situation. You guys have no idea. Before I get homeless, I'm gonna put out a video and be like, all right, I can't do it anymore. You want to help me out? This is what's up. But right now you got a sneak peek at my life. But I'm having fun. I'm changing lives. The emails I get from people are amazing. Sometimes they're like, hey, I saw you in a live stream on YouNow like 4 months ago, and I was on the fence about flat earth, round earth. But when I saw you talk to so-and-so, it made me think, maybe do more research. And then I get, emails to be like, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for your streaming. Thank you for what you do. And I'm like, this is why I do it. I'm changing lives. I know how much flat earth changed my life. Oh my gosh. I live for this. I live for this. I might have sacrificed my own family for this at this point. But to be honest, a lot of things are surfacing right now. I'm kind of more okay with that because I deserve to be happier. I've been very unhappy in this relationship for the past 7 years.
Yeah,
I deserve happiness. So,
you got some videos of you doing like promotions for like the stuff that you've done. Do you have any footage that you've kept?
What do you mean specifically? I've got lots of video commercials, or I've got some highlights.
That you're in it, that you're talking, that you've done it.
Commercials?
Could you put together a reel of a bunch of them, like like an audition reel?
Oh, you might get. They're not his ads.
What'd you say, Karen?
I didn't hear it.
He might get copy striked if he uses other people's ads.
No, not really. Because
I don't even mean that. The reason is, my son's an actor and I work as his agent, and I'm always on backstage.com, and there's a lot of hosting opportunities always coming up. He's never really interested in those ones, but you've got all the experience. You look great in front of a camera. When I first saw you, when you came out into the scene, you were doing your review videos on movie or different videos that people had done. And
when I was in the dojo in the Chinese studio,
you were like, who is this dude? Like this professional spokesperson. I thought that because you come across so well. Anyways, backstage.com, you don't even need to buy a membership. I'm pretty sure you can access pretty much everything without it. But yeah, you could go on there. And I mean, I can just tell you when there's an opportunity. You don't even have to go on there. I could just tell you because I'm always on there. There's lots of hosting opportunities and they pay well, for all kinds of stuff. We're looking for a guy like you, and paying good money. There's like reality shows and all kinds of like just stuff. Like there's always stuff to do with hosting.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know what? I got a hankering to put a gig out on Fiverr and to spread out. Look, people that have a business like the one that I'm affiliated with getonthetrain.net, where they're selling CBD oils to help all these people with health problems. He wants me to be the face of his website, the face of his landing page. And that's what people they really have. Oh my God, I'm the face of so many different businesses. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you can put together a video reel. So
I don't have the exposure.
An opportunity, just submit your video reel and they can see what you do. you'd have a hell of a chance of getting selected based off of that.
Yeah, I just don't know where to go. So let's talk about this right around the time I want to talk to you about setting your green screen up. Maybe we can.
Yeah, no, I want to do that soon. Like, I've got all this stuff right here.
I want you in the ISS with me or in the Tesla with me.
I belong there. I deserve
to
be there after all this.
This is a 2-seater for a reason.
As an astronaut.
You've got to get your lab coat, and we're good, right?
But
yeah,
I've got this huge green screen. I just have to set up the tripods for it, which look complicated. Andrew normally would set them up, like when he was here. He lives in Atlanta now, but I bought this thing for him so he could audition for like different stuff. So that's why I have it. And then I bought myself one of those pop-up ones, which it's smaller, which that thing's so easy. Just like pop it open and then you just roll it up close together.
Yeah, I got one of those too. Yeah, $120.
Huge one, like it's massive. So we could that one would be perfect to do for the ISS because I can don't have to leave the screen.
I have a 10 by 12 one. It's massive. I can roll it out and do full body green screen video with it. And if I ever did decide to do that, the only thing I need to do is get a different camera that can catch my whole body. But it's look, we can have a whole lot of fun. Flat smacking.
I know we will. My goodness. And I have a green screen suit. I wish Andrew was here because he's so tall. He fits into that thing perfectly. But so we can have a floating microphone and everything, because someone could just be in the green screen suit and holding it and doing whatever, floating all kinds of stuff. Right.
Floating all kinds of stuff, right? You know what?
Green screen.
You know what? It might actually be what they're doing. Jesus, I didn't even think about that. They could actually have people in green screen bodysuits holding the stuff that's floating around. They could do that, but you know what? I think it's honestly they're in the parabolic flight plane. I think that's what they're doing.
Well, I think they certainly used to. That's why there's that one video of when it's something like the parabolic ends and they don't know and they all fly into the side of the wall.
Oh,
man, I want the video. I want the original footage. Who has that? Where did that come from? I've looked for that ever since I've been doing this. Can't find the original footage. If someone ever has that, I want that so badly.
I know how that is. Yeah, when you find something and you can't find it again because you don't know what the title is.
Nuts. I want that video because that is a smoking gun right there.
Mm-hmm.
That should never happen. Obviously, if it ever happened on the ISS, that meant that it freaking crashed.
Clown show. I want to say clown show in the chat. Yeah, I wish I could do that. I wish I could go to the mall and charge people to get a picture of them in the ISS. I'm sure that there was some copyright issues I would experience.
No kidding. But yeah, we could float. We could do whatever we wanted with the green screen suit.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to route the audio properly so that when I do stuff, the people who are just guests with me in my OBS studio can actually be transmitted through my microphone setup. That's the thing. Let's say I'm wanting to take you in the Tesla and go flat smack on Chat Roulette. Okay. Chat Roulette's website will say to me, what is your microphone and what is your camera? And I tell them, I basically put in the settings. My microphone is this. My camera is what's coming through OBS because I have a virtual camera setting. So now all that means is if you're talking to me and I can hear you, well, I'm just hearing you from my headphones. Whatever I'm hearing, if I'm listening to music in my headphones while I'm talking to that Chat Roulette person, or if I'm listening to you talk to me, they can't hear you. They can't hear my music. So the routing issue is apparent. So I have to figure out how to get Chat Roulette to pick up an audio source. Yeah, that includes your audio microphone. So that's the difficulty.
You got a mixer?
Well, I think I need a mixer software, and I think the name of it is Banana. So I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm a nerd. I guess this is what I'm led to be doing, but it's gonna tie in. It's gonna freaking revolutionize flat smacking. There's no doubt about it. When I get a couple of people that are like, dude, I want to be in the ISS with you. Let me get my lab coat, my ISS, and then I have 3 people flat smacking on chat roulette with me? Can you imagine how much fun that's going to be?
Awesome.
Yeah, we'd have a blast.
It's gonna be
doing
awesome.
I want to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do
that
this.
so badly. That would be like epically fun.
Revolutionize it. Yeah, I think you've already done that, but yeah, you can take
I
it to
may
the next
have.
level.
I'm flat smacking this good from my living room. This is better in not better, but this is on the same level, at least the same level as being out in the elements, holding signs, etc., etc. That's awesome. Trust me. When the one-on-one personal physical crowd around you, that is totally in its element. And also what I do is like on a similar level, because I can sit here and like I was showing people earlier, if I want to show you Photoshop clouds, for those of you who didn't see it a minute ago, I could just be like, okay, let me go on my computer, type in cloned, and double click on this. And now that my computer's like kind of taking a minute, now I can be like, okay, let me play Weatherman for you, and let me show you the Photoshop clouds. Yeah, this is I could do this like boom, lickety split. I got pictures in my folder. I got excuse me, hiccup.
Genius, man.
Videos. It's efficient, and I want to help people get here.
You should show some people the fly outside the space.
Oh,
Bling Bling's video.
Yeah, my fly.
Your fly. There's a fly.
I want to see that.
Fly.
What do you mean you want to see that? You haven't seen my. I made 2 epic videos about it.
Epic, and they're epic.
Hold up, Bling.
Video.
There's one that I saw where the guy had something flying around him, but it was, if you watch the HD video, there's like a wire connected to it, like it's an earbud that went crazy.
Yeah, that's nothing. I've got an actual live fly that's it appears to be on the outside of the glass of the cupola, walking around, and of course, I've even had people make videos to try to say no, it's not like, but Bob liked it so much he put it on his 24-hour stream. I don't know if Bob's still in the chat room. So I made an update and I put a green filter on the footage so you could really see the fly. I think my update is better than the original video that I made, and that's freaking. It's a fly. I went frame by frame. You can see it moving around. You can see the shape of the body from the side, the shape of a fly. It's not a speck on the glass like I've been, people have tried to say. It's definitely not. I know the difference between a speck on the glass and an insect walking. So, weird.
I'm gonna pull it up for everybody in just a second.
Pull up the update that I did, the second video I made, not the first one, the second one, because it's better. It really freaking shows that fly. There's no question. In fact, once I started producing that, they all shut up. They wouldn't even argue about it with me anymore, because they know it's a fly. There's nothing they can say now. I proved it. It's a fly. I'm not a disinformation spreader, like I've said before. And, Jeranism has that video about, he thinks it's scuba tanks and scuba divers and, on a spacewalk, old footage. And I was really excited about that. Started making a video. I got, a third into it. And I realized that it's not anybody in scuba tanks, and nobody's more devastated over it than I am, because I love that. I wanted that to be real, but it's not. They're not there's no scuba divers. It's something they're dragging around, and just because of the way it's moving around, it does have the appearance at a couple of positions to make it look like the back of someone, tanks, and even flippers.
Yeah, sorry, Horry, I agree with you.
What's that, darling?
Yeah, we're gonna have to split the stream and do a second stream real quick, huh?
Yeah. Okay then. Sorry everybody. Horry showed the link. So we're gonna end the hangout quickly and come back for a little bit.
Oh yeah, we don't want to get corn bombed. All
No,
right,
end the hangout. Sorry about that, everybody.
Redo.
Send a new link out, Karen, and we'll all come back.